Hello guys and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Paseka J Mukabase, and then on today's episode I'll be telling you guys about my experience in Botswana. As if some of you saw my video about my experience in Botswana previously, and I'll put it on the description box or on the cards or on the end screen. You can check it out. So today I'll be telling you about my bad experiences in Botswana. I stayed in Botswana for about 4 months, which was the longest I've ever lived out of South Africa in another country. And I was there as a missionary, as I explained before, with my other friend. We were there in Botswana. So the bad experiences I had in Botswana were not a lot, it was just a few, only 2 of them, and then I would like to share them with you guys. And then the first one was that there was a time when we were living in this other area. It's called Block 8, so that's where we were living. So we wanted to move from there, and move to this other place. It's called Tlokweni. So we wanted to move clockwise. So me and my friend, we said, okay, let's go there and look for some places. Both of us are South Africans. I'm Tswana and then he's Spedi. He speaks Spedi and I speak Tswana. But even though I speak Tswana, I'm a South African. So some words, as a South African, we may use some borrowed words from Africans. We can maybe add the accent in somewhere, somehow is not the same. Even though I'm from Mafikeng, so the accent is almost the same but not completely the same. So maybe a lot of people will pass me as a normal Motswana from Botswana when I was there. So but my friend is Spedi from South Africa. So we were there, we were looking for another place where we could move and then stay in that place. So what happened is that we went to some places, because in Botswana is not as easy as here in South Africa when you look, especially when you're in Pretoria, Cape Town, Gauteng, all those areas. It's very easy to find a place. Just go on the internet, maybe go on Property 24, whatever site where they advertise available properties. But in Botswana, you use maybe a Facebook page, whatever. It's not so easy to find a new place. So we had to also maybe walk around the area, see places, and then knock on doors. So there was this other house which had granny flats at the back, back rooms, back rooms, smaller houses. So we said, okay, let's go to this house, let's knock and let's find out if they have any place available that we could rent out. So we went there, and then we went to the main house, which was a big house, and the door was open. So we knocked at the door. We were knocking at the door. So as we were knocking at the door, no one answered the door, no one answered us. So we knocked for a very long time. So we said, okay, because no one is answering us, let's go to one of those houses at the back, maybe the granny flat, and then inquire maybe from someone there if they know if there's any place available here, maybe that we could rent out, or maybe they can tell us, okay, maybe they just knock harder at the door, they will explain to you. So we went to the granny flat, and then we knocked at the door, knock, and then there's a guy who appeared, and then the guy asked, okay, what are you guys looking for? So me, because I speak Tswana, I started speaking to him and telling him that, no man, we are actually looking for a place to rent out. We stay in Block 8, we want to relocate and move to Tlokweni, So, and then this other friend of mine that I was with, he started also speaking. And when he started speaking, obviously he does not speak Tswana. He started trying to speak Tswana, but then also he's mixing it with Pedi. So the guy actually realized that this guy is speaking Pedi. As I explained before in my previous video, some people from Botswana, they don't but they don't really trust South Africans, and I don't know why. Maybe it's the movies they watch, what they see on the news. Maybe they feel like some South Africans maybe are like Sgebengus or something like that, So the guy just got angry from nowhere. He thought maybe we are there to see how we can rob him, maybe try to fish out the information of what's happening in the yard, And then he just got angry, went inside the house and tried to get a weapon, whatever. So we just walked away, and then we stood from far and said, what's up, man? He said, no, we should go away and stuff like that. I think he thought we came to rob him, and then we just walked away, So that was the first bad experience I had in Botswana. So, but I don't blame anyone. That was one isolated event that just happened. for the most part we had good experiences. As I said, we were there for 4 months, and that was on the first incident that happened that was not so pleasant. And then the second thing that happened when we were in Botswana, which was not so pleasant, like I was with my friend. We were from this other place. We were doing outreaches. As I said, we were there as like missionaries. So we were doing outreaches and we finished very late, so we had to go back home and it was dark. And then it was in around UB, University of Botswana, and then we were taking a taxi to block 8. So for those who know, maybe who are living in Botswana, from UB to block 8 we just take one taxi. In Botswana they call it Kumbi. So we take Kumbi from UB to block 8. As we were moving to block 8, the taxi stops. And then as the taxi stopped, maybe some people were getting off. My friend was close to the door, and then using his phone. So someone who was from outside, the boys, like the naughty guys there, they just grabbed his phone and ran, And then we jumped off the taxi. We tried to run after him. We ran after him. He ran and gave his other friend the phone. The other friend ran, And then someone tried to help us. They trapped the guy. They tripped him. He fell down. And when he stood up, he had a knife, So we went back. We retreated. And then they ran away. So that was the second bad experience we had in Botswana. So his phone was gone and he was so stressed that he wanted to come back to South Africa immediately. If he's watching that video, my brother, salute, it is well. So he wanted to come back to South Africa immediately, and then he was so angry with whatever happened. So, but that's what happened to us in Botswana, and then those were the only 2 bad experiences we had. But for the most part, as I said, we had wonderful experiences. The people welcomed us. As I said, also, once they trust you, they trust you. Once they see that you're a good person, they fall in love with you, they trust you, and then they want to work with you. But yeah, will I go back to Botswana again? Yes, definitely. And then I would stay there for a while and experience the more places, maybe travel to other towns in Botswana like Francistown and so on. So guys, thanks for watching. And then, as I said, Botswana is not a bad country. It's a very good country, even more safe, I think, than South Africa. So it's just that, yeah, bad experiences can happen to you anywhere. I think even here in South Africa we get robbed sometimes, even though, yeah, I don't remember maybe when was the last time I got, long time ago. So even South Africa is not so bad. So guys, thanks for watching, and then remember to subscribe, click on the notification bell, and then see you on my next video. God bless you. I love you with the love of Christ. Thank you so much.